Good afternoon, investors. I'm Christian Barbrescu, the CEO of Sapientia, and I want to thank you all for the opportunity to pitch to you today. We'll present to you our fashion business venture, starting with our product, our story, our production, as well as our marketing and financials. Now, let me start with a question. When you last brought a suit, how much did you pay for it? 2,000, 3,000 ringgit? Well, Sapientia is able to provide to you a three-piece suit to just a fraction of that price. Now, how are we able to provide such competitive prices in the saturated market? That's a trade secret, but we can tell you everything else about our business. Currently, we have two base suits for our customers. The Sapientia 11 on your left, which is a combination of tailored trousers and jacket for only $499. And the Sapientia 12, which is a three-piece suit for as low as $699. Now these suits are tailored and are also able to be delivered a fortnight after the order is placed, making Sapientia a key player in the fashion industry, giving the market affordable suits that fit well and in a record time. Now let's reflect on our past. Sapientia was founded by 4 business students from University Malaya amidst the pandemic in 2020 because they were all shocked at the average cost of a men's suit in Malaysia, ranging from 1,000 to upwards of 3,000 ringgit. This price made such a purchase impossible for any low or medium income families. In addition, the cheaper suits would also come at a lower material quality, giving the overall look and feel of the suit of a lesser and poorer feel. In addition, the straw that broke the camel's back was that the suits that were affordable did not fit properly. That is correct. The suits were based on a set size without any tailoring. Now, our solution is to produce low price, high quality, tailored suits quickly and reliably. Now, how do we do this? Firstly, we approached fashion students and teachers as part of our first few suits to produce them at a low price. Secondly, we locally sourced all our fabric and equipment needed for Malaysian firms. Thirdly, we partnered with local gyms such as Peak Fitness, as well as purchasing in our third year 2 3D printers to allow our customers to come in for a 3D body scan and record near perfect body shape measurements without the need of a tailor, which also allows us to operate and serve needs of customers beyond the physical locations of our stores in Kuala Lumpur to states that are far away, such as Malacca, Penang, or Johor. This unique selling point shows the utilization of the state-of-the-art technology that has set Sapientia up for success. Now, I will present to you our team, starting with Mr. Lukman Hazim, the Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Alfaif Arier, our Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. Tan Bunhan, our Chief Operation Officer. Now, the operational plan of Sapientia is important as it oversees our e-commerce store as well as our 2 physical stores in Bandar Sunway and SS15 in Kuala Lumpur. Now, in terms of permits, Sapientia meets the regulations in Malaysia and has the permits required for both being a seller as well as operator in the e-commerce industry, as well as obtaining the licenses for operating a fashion businesses and adhering to transparency and responsible conduct in financial statements, labor laws, and tax regulation. Now, Sapientia has retained a track record of ethical operations in terms of paying fair wages as well as adhering to any laws put in by the Malaysian government. Now, the exact pay of for each worker will vary based on their experiences as well as their role. Nonetheless, we have retained a track record in which Sapientia is a reliable and honest brand in the Malaysian fashion industry. Lastly, the e-commerce store is accessible 24/7, while the physical store open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. Now I'll pass on to Mr. Lukman discussing our market strategy.
Thank you, Mr. Barbulescu, our CEO. Now, for the marketing part, I will be covering our target market, competitions, our marketing method, and our pricing strategy. Sapientia was built on the idea of affordability. Thus, our marketing team has segmented the market into two main parts that we'll be targeting, which is by age demographics and by income. We aim to target middle-income earners to advertise our product, as they will tend to demand more affordable formal wears for work, and we want to make our products the ideal purchase for them. Which we also decided to segment the age demographics into two, which are the young adults aged 18 to 20, which mostly are university students seeking for suits for their formal events, and also middle-aged workers who are seeking affordable suits for their daily office wear. With this, our main competition will also be those companies who are offering affordable formal wear similar to us, such as G2000, H&M, Marks & Spencer, and also Brands Outlet. We plan to differentiate our products by sourcing our materials and labor locally, and also price it slightly lower than the market standard. And we also utilize newer technologies that these companies never used before, which we will be getting into in the next slide. Next, Sapientia will be relying mainly on mobile marketing, such as social media, in order to reach our target market. And we will also have an average of higher online presence overall. With this, we are able to reach more potential customers and have lower costs compared to traditional marketing. We will also be applying buzz marketing in our daily operations by creating and maintaining customer value and improving our customer service better than our competitions. Moreover, we plan to offer referral discounts in the future to encourage word-by-mouth marketing. Lastly, for pricing strategies, we have gone forward with bundle pricing. Next slide. As mentioned earlier by our CEO, Sapientia will mainly be offering two products, which is the Sapientia 11 and Sapientia 12, that comes with a jacket and trouser, while Sapientia 12 also comes with a waistcoat, a full three-piece suit, for $6.99. This strategy will help us achieve higher sales, while also cut down on the costs, as we are able to produce suits in sets instead of producing it separately. That is it for the marketing part. I will pass it to our financial manager.
Hi guys, my name is Advait and I'm the CFO of the company. I'll be explaining the production and financial performance segments of Sapientia. So the manufacturing process, equipment and supplies of Sapientia involves getting raw materials from India, as we believe that we as a company must make affordable suits. So in order to do that, we must definitely lower our costs and get high quality materials at very low prices. And we believe that we can do so from a platform called as India Mart, which offers high quality fabrics at lower prices. So the first segment essentially involves getting all our raw materials in bulk, and the second process is essentially the cutting, stitching and finishing of the product, which will be done by Sapientia tailors, and we will employ a master tailor who would be paid a fixed wage per month, followed by individuals working under him, and thereby measurements are going to be done in person to ensure maximal efficiency, and a digital scanner can also be used to ensure accurate measurements are taken for a perfect fit, keeping in mind that all our laborers are definitely Malaysians to promote local talent. Moving on to the next slide. So the cost breakdown over here are prices listed in Ringgit Malaysia, and all prices have been converted from the rupee to the Malaysian ringgit, and we believe that we have an advantage since the current rupee has been depreciating and we would have a higher purchasing power. So thereby, according to the table, we have derived a final landed cost of 175 ringgit for a three-piece suit. So over here is our sales and purchases forecast from 2023 to 2025, and we believe that the number of units we sell every month would increase by a factor of 10%. So by the end of year one, we have sold about 1,000 units. And as for the unit price, I've set the price to 559 ringgit because I believe that it's important to take an average of both our products, as demand can be uncertain between two products and it's definitely skewed towards product one. And as you can see in the table below, the total gross profit at the end of year one is 410,000. Moving on to the next slide. So in year two, we have received total gross profit of 821,000, and this is because we are growing at a steady and a positive rate. Our 10% growth is still maintained, and our revenue streams are ever expanding. And in the last year, which is year three, we have touched a gross profit of 1.5 million due to our ever growing revenue streams and our constant unit growth rate. Next slide, please. So over here, the graph depicts positive trends and growth rates between the number of units sold, revenue streams, and gross profits across the 3 years because we are addressing a very niche segment of the market. Next slide. So the income statement over here depicts the net operating income, which is increasing across the 3 years. Thereby, our net profit to revenue ratio is definitely quite high due to our increasing volumes of sales across the 3 years, even though our expenses are constant across the 3 years. Next slide. So over here, the financial performance indicates that in percentage, of course, our net profit margin has been increasing across the 3 years due to the large volumes of sales, even though our gross profit margins have been constant across the 3 years. Now I'll pass the floor over to our COO, Boon.
Hello, my name is Bunhan and I'm the Chief Operational Officer. Sapientia's day-to-day operation and our flow of orders is done in an efficient manner and done in a systematic way to streamline the manufacturing process, cut unnecessary costs, and putting the customer's experience as our utmost priority. To start, a potential customer contacts us and makes an inquiry through various channels and visit the company's showroom. Our tailor's consultation with the customer involves showing the customers different fabric samples, design, as well as explaining the pricing, delivery time, and other details. Moving on, the tailor takes proper measurement of the customer's chest, waist, and other body parts using a 3D body scanner. The customers may try on a sample suit to check the fit and make adjustments. After the details are finalized, we send the customers an order confirmation via email containing the details of the suit and estimated delivery date. The customers must sign the confirmation and make a deposit of at least 50% or in full payment. Moving on to production, the company's tailors cut the fabric according to the customer's measurement and the chosen style. They then sew the pieces together using specialized machine and intense stitching techniques. The speed of the process depends on the complexity of the suit and the workload of the company. On to quality control, we inspect the suits for any defects such as loose threads, uneven seams, or incorrect measurements. When quality control is done, we notify the customers when the suit is ready for pickup or delivery. Sapientias also provide instruction on how to care for the suit and offer after-sales support. Finally, we contact the customers after a few days to ask for feedback on the suits and the services. When it comes to technology utilization, the key differentiating factor with Sapientia is that tailors do not need to spend time writing down, taking measurements physically because of the utilization of 3D body scanners. These body scanners enable tailors to accurately gather body measurements, which expedite the process without compromising on quality. For online orders, we will use the LiDAR sensors in our smartphone to map and collect on our customer size to measure the perfect fit for our customers. Accurate measurements with 3D body scanning and LiDAR may significantly reduce Sapientia's rate of return goods. A fall in the rate of returns combined with less wastage due to the precise measurement we are able to cut from a piece of fabric could result in raising profit margins. We will reinvest the savings into lower pricing, which could increase market share. Thank you all for listening. We believe that Sapientia is a company worth investing in and has great potential in the future. Thank you.